Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hound. And today we have a replay from our good buddy Captain or Cap Knievel. Most of you will know him. He's our favourite Swede. He's streamed with us for quite a while now. Although mostly, I think it's mostly my fault for being so busy. He hasn't been on. We haven't caught him at the right times over the last couple of weeks, but hopefully we'll convince him and Dan to hopefully join us again sometime soon. So Captain Knievel sent me this and said, "Hive, you can use this if you want." And if Captain Knievel sent it, it's usually going to be pretty good. So to be honest with you, I've not even watched it, so you're going to get a live reaction basically to the game. So he does take a couple of hits. Well, one frickin' shell hit him and he got set on fire, but you know, HE spam. What are you going to do? So he's in the tier 7 Alabama, if you haven't noticed by that already, and he does seem to be divisioned up with, I believe it is our good buddy Heck as well, in a cruiser. Couldn't tell you what cruiser it is. He's around the corner, and Captain Knievel is looking at that Colorado like it is lunch. And it's the 2 bits that spam on with HE. He just took a second shot. And Cap is using the National Commanders. Wait, no, he's not using the National. I'm confused. I'm sure I just used someone speaking German. And that is a GT for salvo, taking 2/3 of the bottommost health. And this 2 bits is still spamming with HE. You can see him turning. You can see he's getting a little bit perplexed, a little bit annoyed at the 2 bits, but well, he's just not presenting a good target, and it'll just be a waste of shells at this point.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
So he's taking a lot of fire here, but luckily he's got himself some position right, angle right. He's not really taking a lot of damage, but yeah. I'll be getting a little bit frustrated too at this point. And what is that the heck is in? Oh, someone will pick it up in the chat. It looks American. I can't tell if it's Cleveland or if it's a Baltimore. And wow, here comes the 2 bits. And he's sailing out broadside. And he's still spamming HE. And well, Captain Knievel has already lost a little over half his hit points. And scores a reasonable salvo there, taking his damage up to about 50,000. He's did he get no, he didn't get the cap. If he just pushed forward that little bit more, Heck secured it though. So the team has got 2 bases to the one. 2 bits fired his torpedoes. 2 bits, you're too far away. Your torpedoes will not reach. And I think Cap knows this because yeah, he just didn't move. He was like, "What are you doing, dumbass?" Oosh. Now that was a significantly better salvo, scoring his first Citadel hit of the match. And yeah, the 2 bits. I think the 2 bits has come to the realization that he's made a mistake. Now there's a broadside Colorado to your left, Cap. Yes, he just really wants to kill that 2 bits. Okay, not the best hit in the world, but Heck in the Wichita, that's what Heck is in, picks up the kill, and missed that golden opportunity there on the broadside Colorado, but at least the 2 bits is gone. That is one less nuisance to have to deal with in this match. 95,000 damage, so you know he's doing all right. Come on, Cap. What are you going to do next? Impress us. Amuse us, oh Cap. Amuse us. So, sorry if it's a battleship gameplay. Let's be honest. There are always going to be little bits of lull in the action, that not everyone can be in the fight at all times. And Cap graciously points out that, yeah, you guys over there are useless. Come over here and give us some assistance, as that broadside Colorado is still pretty much broadside. Ooh, I don't know what the hell happened there. Cap, you're gonna give me a seizure. That was a disappointing salvo for all intents and purposes. Alright, say broadside, very minimally angled Colorado. And the Colorado gets a shell in return and does almost 3k damage. And Cap is also now under fire from the King George as well. So he's tanking, he's taking a lot of damage, and boom, 3 Citadel hits, devastating strike, and the Colorado is gone. Takes another salvo from the King George, which essentially does nothing but scuffs the paint. The King George is firing armor piercing, and well, the armor piercing on the British is really good, but you've got to get in closer range than that. Firing it from almost 15 kilometers isn't going to do much. And Cap scores a bit of damage and secures the high caliber medal for himself. As you can see, he's turning. It looks like he's gonna push in a B. When that King George disappeared then, I thought he was going to miss his opportunity to return fire. And he's now picked up by radar. We're going to assume that that has to be the Baltimore that has fired up his radar. That Baltimore and that Kutches off. I'm guessing I've pretty much spent the entirety of this match hugging that island. We did see some shots coming from there right at the start. There is another salvo out at the King George, but 6,000 damage, only 1 shell hit, which is not the greatest. But he is now going to push into B. And in all fairness, considering he lost quite a lot of health very early on, 176,000 damage already. The Alabama is a bit of a beast. So looks like, has Heck got an angle on that? Nah, it's those shells. I don't think those shells. No, they're not coming from Heck. They're coming from the Prince Eugen that was back. I don't know why that Gneisenauer is still so far back into sea. You know, you're not exactly a sniper, and a bit risky. Showing off your location, firing broadside. I know the King George hasn't got the heaviest broadside, but he can most certainly still cause you a bit of trouble at that range. And with all your heals gone and only 22,000 hit points left, was that the smartest move? Right, this... Why are we not on fire? This Kutches off is really preoccupied. Oof, another 12,000 damage, taking Cap to just over 200,000 damage. Which, let's be honest, we don't see 200,000 damage games all that often. It doesn't matter how good you are, 200,000 damage requires a significant amount of your team potatoing and not doing enough damage, and the enemy team potatoing and sitting broadside. And, wow, 2/3 of the Kutchesoff's health completely destroyed in one salvo. Another, what was that, 21,000 damage. And the Kutchesoff is still not shooting at the broadside Alabama that's just sitting there. Okay, I get it, he's fighting those over there, but you know, you would have at least swung your turrets around and tried to start a fire. And and Kutuzov is pushing forward. He narrowly dodges some torpedoes. Some of those torpedoes came from the Prince Eugen, which is now dead. And although this match is going... How did he not finish off that Kutuzov? Although this match is going pretty well for Captain Knievel here at 230,000 damage. If you're paying attention to the top of the to the top of the screen, you'll notice we have Heck, who's basically at a third health. We have Cap, we have Heck, who has now 18,000 hit points, and another battleship, which is that Gneisenauer, that was against 6 ships, but luckily they fortunately swung that round and changed that pretty quick to make it a 4v3. But it's still not going to be an easy win, and that Baltimore is spamming the HE. Assuming that he is in fact going to reverse. Cap is located by the destroyer, so hopefully Heck will come and give him a hand. And that was an incredibly unfortunate salvo, not really scoring a whole lot of damage on that Baltimore before he's ducked around back behind the island. But there's still hit points out there to get, and that is 239,000 damage. So we can see, obviously there's the Dallas over here, but there's something else. We can see HE shells flying over. And, oh, torpedoes. That is kill number 3, and the Confederate. And was that intentional? Because if that was some beautiful teamwork. Captain was trying to go forward, and he was heading straight for those torpedoes, and Heck comes in, rams him up the arse, and well, stops him from drifting back into the torpedoes. So GG Heck, you might want to put out that fire. Where did those shots just come from? He did just receive a couple of hits. Right, okay, so that Baltimore is over there, and he is obviously targeting. Now, the Baltimore doesn't have a plane, so whose plane is it that's up, that's doing all this spotting, as Captain manoeuvres himself back around? It looks like Heck is going to go and hunt down that DD, as long as he doesn't get torped. So it was spotted, hard spotted, so that's either the DD or the Baltimore, and it would appear that it could be either, let's be honest. And yeah, those torpedoes aren't going to endanger anyone. Salvo's out. Oof, only 5,000 damage. I say only 5,000 damage. That's not too bad, considering it's a bow tank in Baltimore. But you know, if he sets a fire, he could start causing Cap some serious trouble. And that Gneisenauer lost that battle behind the mountain, and now the Gneisenauer has in fact gone down. So we have Heck and Cap left on 10k hit points. There is the Baltimore down, and it is now a 2v2 as unfortunately Heck succumbs to some torpedoes from that destroyer. So it is just Cap with a nice points lead, and the Baltimore here with 40 seconds left. I think the DD, it's last spotted, he's not going to be a problem. But can Cap survive this encounter and get the win, or is the Baltimore going to be able to cause enough damage to win? Alright, he's turned broadside to get all his guns, but he has just turned broadside to an Alabama, and there we go. That is Kraken Unleashed, and Alright, we're on fire, but it's completely fine because, look at the end timer, 3, 2, 1, 271,000 damage in the Alabama. So GG to Heck, he gets an honourable mention there, especially for that torpedo save. But my god, Cap, 271,000 damage, 5 kills, Confederate, Kraken Unleashed, all the medals, and 3,944 base XP. So, well, I hope you all enjoyed the replay sent in by Cap. I hope you enjoyed the video, and, well, until next time, take care.